Welcome to day 55. 55 days we've done so far, and we are looking at the Children's Bible so that we can get to know God a little bit better. So day 55, the title is Slaves Come Back, which can be found in Exodus 14. Meanwhile, in the palace of Egypt, the king was having second thoughts. Why had he let the Israelite slaves escape? He forgot all about the terrible disasters that had made him send them packing. Now he wondered how he would get his buildings done without their hard work. He must fetch them all back. He gave orders for his soldiers to go get their horses and chariots ready to set out to search for the Israelites. They would ride fast through the desert and soon track down the huge, struggling crowd with their children and animals plodding slowly along. Then they would round them up and bring them back to Egypt. The Israelites were busy setting up their camp near the Sea of Reeds. In front of them lay the waters of the lake, and all around them stretched the bare, uninviting desert. Suddenly, the bustle of the camp was interrupted by shouting of alarm. Someone had spotted a dust cloud on the distant horizon, and soon the watchers were able to see the shape of the dreaded war chariots of Egypt, coming nearer by the minute. A great wave of fear and panic swept through the camp. The people swarmed around Moses and wailed, "Why didn't you leave us in Egypt instead of bringing us into this horrible desert to be killed? It's all your fault." "Don't be frightened," Moses said. "Keep calm and be quiet. God can save us from the Egyptians." But the Egyptians were coming steadily nearer. The only way to escape was straight ahead, and ahead lay the waters of the Sea of the Reeds. They were trapped. Then God spoke to Moses, "Tell the people not to panic, but to start marching forward. I am going to rescue my people and show the Egyptians that I am God. All you must do is to hold up your staff over the water, then wait to see what will happen." What do you think of that? When things change and your situation changes, our first instinct is to be fearful. But I remember in one of our Bible classes, I think there are 365 incidents in the Bible, not in this Bible, but the actual Bible, where God says, "Do not be afraid." 365, that's one for every single day. So if there's a statement of "do not be afraid" for today, God is asking you not to be afraid of the change in circumstances and the change in your situation. Do not be afraid. That's what God is asking the Israelites, not to be afraid, because he has a plan. We are only afraid because we don't know what the plan is. If we knew the plan, would you be afraid? No. You wouldn't be afraid if you knew that you're going to be cornered by the sea and the desert, and the people would be coming on their chariots, and God would separate the sea, and then you would be free. If they knew that, they'd say, "Oh, come on, pick up our stuff, let's go." There would be no fear. But God wants us to trust him. And we cannot trust when we know all the information. We cannot trust and have faith if we know everything that is going to happen. That's why we don't know everything that's going to happen, because we must learn to trust and depend on him completely. God bless.